Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. And this time, it's gonna be... Warrior again! No, I am not doing two in a row. Probably need more row runs, but we're gonna take Druid because they're probably better. Alright, what do we have? Again, this guy I think is like a piece of junk, basically. You'd think they could have at least made it your opponent's hero power costs 5 more the next time they play it. That would be interesting. I guess maybe, like... Because then it wouldn't go away until they paid it. That would actually screw people. They'd have to reduce the amount, for sure. What if this guy was 4-3 for 3, and it was like, your opponent's hero power costs 2 more the next time they play it? Early in the game, that could screw up, like, strategies based around inspiration and stuff like that. Later in the game, it would not do much, but on the other hand, it's like they can't just wait it out. It is really costing your opponent 2 mana. That would be pretty harsh. Maybe they didn't do it that way because it was too good a hoser. I don't know. I'm taking Master Jouster instead because he's a decent sized and half the time he's super strong. Druid of the Saber is pretty darn flexible. I like her. I mean, she is strictly better than a Bluegill Murloc, which she's allowed to be because she's a class card, but you're not good for Druid. Okay, sort of early game card, depending on circumstances. We're going to take a Dragonkin Sorcerer. Maybe we'll make a buff Druid, I don't know. Direct damage is good. It is expensive. Like, it gives you the card back, though. It's always hard to say. Like, I'm really tempted to just take the Tidehunter, because he's so good early in the game, but I better take the Starfire, because I might not get other things that do damage. You can use it to finish my opponent or whatever. You are trash. You are not my favorite. I guess we're going to take Bite, which is also not my favorite, but at least it does a job. Unlike Mogor's incompetent companion there. My ability cheaper? That is really not that exciting, unless I have other things that combo off my ability. But I'm going to actually take her anyway, because I'm not totally thrilled with Murlocs. Whatever. Either the Murlocs is probably a better choice. So now I've got 2 really good 2-cost guys. Or Wrath. I think I've got to take Wrath. Maybe I'll end up with all direct damage and no, like, minions. Oh, yeah, now I get a row of this junk. I don't want any of these. I don't want to give my opponent a card. Bloodsail Raider is just a croc, which is much less good than the guys in the last row. Berserker, I just find he's overpriced. Like, he is potentially really scary, but I'm not going to have good stuff to combo with it. I guess I'm taking a crappy croc. Pirate croc. I'd rather take Druid of the Saber than a Stormwind Knight. She's flexible, even though Stormwind Knight can usually kill something and survive. You're bad. Oh, I don't like you. You give my opponent stuff. Ah. So annoying. Summon Stuffer would not give my opponent stuff, but also not give me stuff. He's mostly just a 2-4. Guess I'll take the stupid Grove Tender, but like, damn. These guys aren't amazing. Well, he comes out and probably doesn't die. You know what, I'm going to take the Tiger anyway. I probably need more just, like, minions. More Starfire, like, such expensive damage dealing stuff, but it is good. You know what, I'm going to take it. I need to get more minions, though. You are a good minion. You are a bad minion and less buffed. You are... I know you're better than the old one, but still not a powerhouse. We're going to take the Bone Guard Lieutenant. He's a pretty good turn to play. Dragonhawk Rider would be good if I did get any buffs. Of course, I have none so far, but I have some incentive to get them. No, let's take that. Why not? Whatever. Out of these guys, Spellbreaker is not going to screw me, so that's a plus. Probably going to need the health, because I got nothing going on. You we need. You're super, super awesome in the arena. My deck's going to be all Druids of the Saber. They're flexible, but am I getting enough power? I don't know. This would be awesome for the Dragonhawk Rider. Not that it would likely survive. Doesn't actually trigger the Dragonkin Sorcerer, of course, because that's only spells. Still, I haven't really played with him much. These guys aren't blowing me away with awesomeness. He does have some potential. He is at the very least a sergeant. And if the minion does survive, he can be doing even more. So now we got Knight of the Wild, which is definitely, I think, the take out of this row. Whenever I summon a beast, his cost is reduced. I don't have that many beasts, do I? I've got like one. Yeah, one beast. Nice. So he's just like a 6/6 or 7, which is bad. Now I've got 10 cards to get more beasts. I'm going to take him anyway. The Arcane Golem, late in the game when they're not going to care as much about the mana is kind of good, but I've got enough removal in here that I'm not as worried about that. My list is going to be all Starfires. It's going to be slow and die. I think I need more things in this area, but Savage Roar is really good. Helps you win. Finish things. I don't know, though. I'm not going to have like a large number of minions. I need more early game minions that will live. I think I have to take the Spider Tank for this. And the Mark of the Wild, I do have some guys that want that, but I need more minions or I'm going to have nothing to put it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the? Why did this stack separately? They're all Starfires. I have 3 Starfires, but it's like 2 and 1. The hell? That is weird. Mark of the Wild. I've got good choices. Druid of the Saber's doing it too. Did they just change it so you can only have 2 of the same thing in a row? Even if you have 3? See, Druid of the Saber and the Tiger are actually pretty good buff recipients because they will stay on the board and live, so you can buff them next turn before you attack. You don't have to commit to the buff until it's time. So they're pretty good. Like if I stealth her, I'm talking about. She can also come out and I can buff her and kill something right away. It's kind of expensive because you're losing the buff guaranteed, but buffing the Dragonhawk Rider would be a good route to victory if it came up. I don't know, I need more minions though. But I don't have good stuff to do with the Argent Square. I don't have that many other buffs, so we'll just take it, whatever. Another Dragonhawk Rider. I don't really have the stuff to buff them, but I think I like him better than the Silver Moon anyway. Not a huge Silver Moon fan. I like this guy, he's great. I just do not have enough buffs. Now I could take the Snowbolt. I actually have 4 damage dealing spells. Mine are all single target. I don't have swipes. Maybe I'll get a swipe after this, but I'm not taking him guessing I'll have a swipe. If I had this many swipes, I would take this guy in a second, because those +1 damage swipes, the AoE component is doing 2 now. That is huge. But we're going to take Piloted Shredder because he's efficient. Now, do I need another efficient Shredder or a gigantic Kraken? Kraken is very effective a lot of times. It's also expensive. I think I need more help in the medium game. I think I'm going to take the Shredder over him. I don't have the dragons for Blackwing Corruptor. That is for sure. I have 1. I believe that is my only dragon. Dragon Hawks don't count. They're just like birds. They don't even count as beasts. They're just like crap. But, so he's no good. I don't have enough buffs. I don't really need her kind of big. I don't think I'm going to take the Robocub. Why not? Okay. The Heckler is good. I don't have much taunt. And he is a good size for his stats. The Flame Juggler is tempting, but I actually have lots of 2-cost things. I think I need this much more. We're obviously not taking crappy Lance guy. I could get... Scarlet Crusader would be a good sort of minion to help me fight. Mark of Nature would be very strong on a Dragonhawk Rider. If there was a Dragonhawk Rider that was able to attack, I could just go like, +4 attack, Inspire, take 14. That's pretty damn good. It also goes on Dragon Boy and, you know, the stealth things that will live long enough so I can at least hit them for 4 once, plus the +4 health and taunt, which is the more common version, is also really good. I'm thinking I should probably take the Crusader on this row, but I'm going to take this because that's kind of the direction my deck's been going towards. And the last card could be an Arcane Golem or a Master Swordsmith, but it's a Volcanic Lumberer because big. I have a pretty powerful late game potentially. The Starfires are very powerful once you have mana for it. if you have board control, the Starfires are fantastic because they help you maintain that board control like crazy. If you are behind, Starfire is going to kill one thing and take your whole turn to do it. That is why I was hesitant taking it at first. But I guess I'm in for a penny, in for 3 Starfires. I do have a decent number of early game guys. These guys can come out and kill something. Like, they can come out and do 2 immediate damage late game to kill something. So, not too bad. We'll see. It's interesting. If those Starfires were all swipes, be like, oh yeah. But as Starfire is still super powerful, but how well is it actually going to work out? A little bit more questionable. Swipe almost always works out. There's almost always something you want to hit for a bunch of damage, and there are very frequently a lot of things you want to hit for any damage. Still good. If your opponent has no big minions, you can hit them for 4, and still hit all their minions for 1 damage. Just too good. I'm going to get a lot of slow hands, though. I need to pitch things and get my 2-cost junk in my starting hand.
I must protect the
this is not bad, actually. We're going to keep these 2 for sure. I guess as a turn 2 play, you play the Druid or the Saber as a 3-2 stealth. She's still unlikely to die to... Well, I was going to say unlikely to die to random stuff. She's literally only likely to die to random stuff. Because no one's playing a 2 damage AoE on turn 2. I guess explosive trap. There's not much of that. So yeah, that's the thing to do, is get her out. Stealth. When you take stealth instead of charge, she is also bigger. She is a beast in that form. I don't think that counts for the beast stuff though, because for like the beast, the big knight guy, the 6/6. He says when you summon a beast. I don't know if this counts as summoning a beast, because it's just like a minion, and then it becomes a beast, I think is what happens. So I could lance her up. We're not going to do that. We're going to play the spider tank, obviously. Start doing damage. So she could like frostbolt this, or flame cannon one of them, or something, but... What's she doing for 4 mana? She's saving her coin. The Shredder. Okay. Could be worse than the Shredder. I could bite the Shredder and then choose which one of these guys to kill with. Or I could kill it with this, save the bite, because I could do that and still play potentially 2 other things. I think this is a good trade for him, and then we'll see what comes out. Really? Be giving the mage a free goddamn secret? That is obnoxious. Oh, obnoxious. Okay, I'm going to hit you. And I'm going to Saber up.
Another night on the prowl.
And I'm going to play Tonto here. With the extra health. If she wants to kill it, she's got to use her Fire Blast. Or something. I'd not be surprised if she crashes him into it for a secret and then Fire Blasts. And then gets a free secret. Which would be incredibly sucky for me, that her Shredder randomly gave her a free secret in addition to a 2/2. If she happens to not have secrets, then that would actually suck for her, and I would not feel a lot of sympathy, because she's a mage, and I'm not right now. That guy is big and potentially dangerous. I could just give this +2 attack, again, exactly like I would with the Sergeant with the temporary bonus, trade this to kill that, and I think that is a good plan at this stage. I'm surprised that my opponent didn't want to attack with Secret Boy.
What to do?
If I do that, I'm not playing him, but, I think that's still a good play.
What you want?
It's gone. I'm not killing the secret guy if I don't have to. Maybe you have some AoE plan to wipe out all my forces, but currently I'm doing a lot of damage to you, and I've still got stuff in my hand. She has a huge hand of cards, so we'll see. Steam-powered Yeti, and not suiciding her guy. I feel like I just can't believe she won't she wouldn't take a turn out to kill my taunt guy. I'm beating her face in partially because of this, but I'm not complaining. I'm going to these guys aren't great bite targets. Now I could hit for 6. It's going to be a 12, doing an extra 4 damage, 5 damage Not that big a deal. Although, wait, I could do this. I always forget. Bite is bonus to attack. I can combine it with this. Then I would do 5 and kill the Yeti. Having there not be a Yeti out there is pretty good, but I'm thinking I'm going to do the Jouster. He can also kill the Yeti. And I could potentially use the Bite to finish my opponent. We'll see. If he gets the Joust, it'd be awesome. No. Opponent beats it with a bad mage. But bam, bam. Again, part of this plan is that she's used her coin now. She's really unlikely to find a way to Flame Strike right now. She could Blizzard. It won't kill everything. I mean, it would always be bad, but...
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Okay, so you eventually had a plan to boost him up and not lose him and get the secret. Interesting. That is unfortunate. Close, but not there for the lethal damage. Not killing the Yeti may have been a mistake. Kind of knew that at the time, but we were going for broke-ish.
Handle it!
Ah! Dragonhawk Rider, you are not at the right time. Okay, so I could hit her for 6, 10, I could hit her for 11. If she doesn't have a taunt, I would basically just win. But that would take all my mana. That's really committing to that.
What?
Don't know that that's a good plan. I can reduce her damage a lot with these guys. I can do a combination. I can put out him and him. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. We're going to do that. Okay. Get rid of this guy. There's no secret. She's so low, I'm actually going to go for her face instead of taking down this guy, even though killing him would be nice. This would still be killable by the Yeti, whereas now she is pretty close. If I got something to do just a little bit more damage. Because I've got 5 mana for 6 damage right now, if she doesn't have a taunt. I don't have to hit her for much. She knows she has to kill the Dragonhawk Rider. Both get a spare part. If she got a Freezing Ray, that would be pretty good for her. Okay, I got junk out of that, but that's reasonable. Now, does she have a flame? She doesn't have a Flame Strike because she's going to all this work. So, she must have a way to kill him, or... yeah. Okay. Now, what's she got to actually play?
Knowledge is power, and I know a lot.
Alright. Still trying to set up for victory mode. We are going to freeze that guy so he can't re-kill these guys. Because again, I just need to hit her for 2, and the Bite can do the rest, basically. 3 damage and Bite, 2 damage, Bite, and Kung Fu.
My eyes are on.
That is annoying, because that's making it harder, but she also has to kill my guys. If she doesn't kill this guy, he's going to do a horrendous amount of damage. You're going to polymorph him into a boar and kill something. And you also got emergency blow. Damn it. Making it hard. This helps, though. How sad are you that you used that polymorph? Not really, because you needed to kill my stuff or you would have died. But, yeah. You have another polymorph? Seriously? Flame Lance! Close enough. Damn it. Hopefully you were running out of ways to kill my things, although I don't... He's not going to do enough damage now. Unless I draw a buff.
For the wild.
Bam. It was getting closer and closer to her stabilizing. She kept doing bad things for me, but she was so low in health, given that I had the extra damage in my hand. I was pretty confident I was going to pull it out eventually. I was starting to wonder. Anyway, that went okay. This seems like a fairly solid deck, so let's see how I'm actually wrong about that next time. Put the hammer down on that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.